Going 5, 4, 3, 2, and action.
Hi, I'm Mike Nathan with Walters Kluwer for CCH here at the IC Opportunities, what do you call this, seminar, event?
Event, conference, industry-changing event.
It is, and never have I been dipped in a room so full of CPAs as I am today, knee-deep in CPAs. And it's a tremendous opportunity to hear about the business needs of the folks in the industry, the professionals, and try and get our arms around some solutions for them. Coming here today, one of the things that we wanted to do was kind of pick the brains of the CPAs and the professionals here with some of the ideas that we have brewing and just get a feel for their usability. Are we on the right track? What kind of problems can we solve here? So I wanted to go through just a couple, we'll call them user stories, or usability stories, and just using a wireframe, just a sample of an app that we're thinking about to see how usable it would be, and if not, where we get stuck, and what some ideas are about how to improve it. So what we have in front of us here is an application wireframe drawing of a new type of application that we're thinking about putting together. It's going to be a quick way to find the information you need without having to spend a lot of time searching. Get in, get it, get out. So I wanted to put a few scenarios on the table. And the first one, I would say, looking at this application, if you were to open this on your iPad, you're on the train, and for whatever reason you needed to find code section 167 on the application. Where would be the first place you look?
Let me just quickly introduce myself for a little bit of credibility here. My name is Maggie Beach, and I'm with New Vision CPA Group. And as an accountant, I do utilize a lot of research software. So with that in mind, we're going to go through here. Okay, so you were asking me where I would go to find a particular section of the code. And what I'm looking at here is a screen. CCH Quick Find. I can choose between Standard Federal Tax Reporter, U.S. Master Tax Guide, Code and Regs Citation Search, or another column here that has a number of options that are less regulatory in nature. And if I was looking for the actual code, I would actually go to this Code and Regs Citation Search. And I would type in the particular code that I'm looking for, and I would think that that's where I would start my search.
After you type in the code you're looking for, what would you do then? Or what would you expect the application to do?
Well, I'd expect it to show me the code. I'd expect it to go straight to the code, and my hope would be is that I could drill down. I could go to regs or anything beyond there that I need to, if there's anything pertinent, if there were, because it says codes and regs citation search, so that's what I would hope, that I could go to any kind of related I guess regs and code as well.
Okay. Let's say you, let's pretend you're a subscriber and you have a subscription to the CCH content. Okay. Let's say you wanted to run a search for a particular topic and have that search run across all of your subscribed publications. Where would you go to enter that search term, looking at the screen?
Okay, so if I was looking for something that I didn't want it as technical as the code, probably the first place I would go, where it says, I would go to the search all content. I like the fact if I'm just looking for general information on this particular topic, I would go here. I'm looking under here, it talks about IntelliConnected content. Let's see, it does offer me citation lookups if I want to go, but research folders, news and alerts, journals, ebooks. I like the fact that I could get more general information. If I want a specific, obviously, it looks like I can drill down as well.
What about placement of this particular search? We'll call it a search tile. Is that where your eyes go, or was it where you expected, or what?
No.
Okay.
No. Typically, when I'm used to research, I guess, software, where you search from the left of the screen to the right, and typically you start more general, at least I'm used to it, where I start general on the left and drill down more to the right. And so that's why it took me a little bit when you said, know, just if I was going to go through all of my subscription and search, the first thing I typically saw here was the standard federal tax reporter, and I knew that I wanted less technical. So I had to move over here where it took a little bit longer to find that part of it.
And finally, if you wanted to look for the latest information about a new tax law, where would you start?
The latest information about a tax law or the latest tax law itself?
Both. The latest information about a new tax law.
Okay. Because I'm familiar with the U.S. Master Tax Guide, I would go there. I like it. I like it. You know, it's to me. I know that I can drill through there. I can find latest case law. I can drill back and literally find the latest. If there's been an update to the law, I know that that's where I can find it, and I know that I can drill right through there. The federal tax reporter, I know I can look there as well, but I do feel like the Master Tax Guide, in my mind, is probably the most recent and the most relevant.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
This is great. Looking forward to seeing it.
So are we. Okay.